So then the guy passes away, and then she tries to blame the guy still. Even though he passed away, even though there was other underlying issues, and they couldn't, pin everything to the car accident, she just wanted to blame the gentleman. There was two people in the other vehicle. Wanted to blame them. That's crazy work. When I say not taking accountability, that's crazy. And Aaron could go tell Gabi whatever he wants. I don't care, because I have the reports in front of me. There's more than 100 pages that I have of this whole thing. I have more than 100 pages of this whole situation. And what I didn't understand was, and once again, we're talking about accountability, because she don't take accountability to this day, neither does Aaron. Now, what was crazy was that they reached a settlement. So Gabi was never at fault, and it was the other person's fault for the accident and all this other stuff. Why did she end up just settling? Kind of see what I'm saying? If she did nothing wrong and it was the other person's fault, why did she agree to a settlement for $30,000 that she had to pay? She had to pay the family members. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. So for somebody that won't take accountability and blaming everybody else, she surely went into a settlement with the guy's family and agreed to the $30,000. That says a lot. It is wild. Her State Farm insurance, it was a settlement that was agreed upon. It was agreed upon. Yeah, give me 1 second, Crazy B. Yeah, I'll get you in a box here shortly. Yeah, I know he's listening. It's about accountability for me. Emmy says, why do we care about their past? Just curious. We're talking about accountability. I understand where you're coming from. I don't mind the questions. But this goes hand in hand with accountability. You know, I know you're not being disrespectful in the comments. It's a pattern here. It's a pattern. I'll bring you in, Crazy B, while okay, let me see. Hey, Crazy B.
Hey. I just want to say something to Aaron since he's listening. If you want to know how everything gets leaked out, ask your wife sitting there or your fiance at the table. She sent me all your son's information. She don't know me from Adam. She sent me text messages saying that it was your son's fault why the safety plan is in place. And you sat back and let it happen. You're as about as piece of shit as she is. You need to stand up and protect your son. My heart's pounding on my chest because I'm so mad at this man. Well, she sent documents to people that she has no clue who they are. Of your son, bub. You need to listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I mentioned that, Crazy B, many of times. That, as a matter of fact, on the last live stream, I mentioned it, that she has sent out documents to so many people. How come he's not calling her out for,
or have a problem with it?
yeah, for sending all that information to other people that should not even be sent to anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care
Exactly.
who it is. You know, that type information like that should not be shared with anybody. It's something that needs to be just between them and you know the doctors and stuff of that nature, not for everybody to see.
No, she should never send it to one person on this app. She don't know me from Adam. She wanted me to do a damn interview with her that had her own questions that she written out, and I told her tell the truth. And she says she can't. I said, why? She said, cause Aaron will leave me if I do. Please explain it.
So for the one that was asking, Lord Splitter, it was Gabby that was driving. Gabby was the driver, and then there was two other people in the other vehicle, a daughter and her father. And within a matter of months, you know, there was other underlying circumstances, but you know, when they put in a report that uh, the abdomen was swelled up and stuff of that nature, and I have it right here in front of me, and she could sit there and say that I'm lying. No, I don't. I don't lie about documents that I have. So I don't care. You know, this goes with accountability, and he's not holding her accountable for, as Crazy B mentioned, sending all these documents out to not one, not two, but quite a bit of people. Because I've had people message me and say, "Hey, I have a bunch of stuff that I want to send to you," and then I ask them, "What is it?" And they start mentioning, you know, certain documents, and I have to refuse them. I just don't. I, I don't want to be in possession of those because
I
um,
didn't either. And I didn't. And when she sent them to me, I thought I was going to flip out. Oh my God, it's your son's medical records, bub, to
not
strangers. She does not know.
well, not even. It's not only those records. Gabby also sent out her own personal doctor's records to people on TikTok.
Yes, I have them too. I have them
Oh,
too.
so she also sent you her own personal
Yes.
records, and you can tell that they're not edited.
No. And she called me too
Oh,
and
she
wanted me
called
to
me.
do this damn interview with her. And I asked her about the safety plan, and she said it was because of C and his behaviors and not TikTok. And I got the text message from her. And if you want the phone number, Bean, I'll give it to you.
Oh, the phone number that goes directly to her.
Yep. If he wants the phone number, I'll give it up to him.
No,
Reach out to me. I'll give you all
yeah,
of it,
yeah. There
Bean.
you go. Yeah, there you go. Not on the live stream.
No, 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 no,
um,
no, no. I would
no,
never do
no,
that
no.
ever.
Yeah,
No. I'm
you know.
sorry. No,
Oh,
just
this
reach out to me. Aaron, I'm being serious as a mother and a grandmother. Reach out to me and I'll show you everything she sent me.
and
And
here's
you
the
need to
thing.
wake up for your son.
And he likes the attention. That's why he don't do anything about it. He likes the attention, but this is not the attention you want. This
No, you're
is
playing with your child's life.
yeah. This is not attention that you want because this is negative attention, bad attention. See, Gabby seems to think that she's famous, and Aaron seems to think that because Gabby thinks she's famous, that he really thinks that she's famous. No, she's infamous. You know, they are infamous. There's nothing famous about them. I don't care if you write a book, 2 books, 3 books, 4 books, 10 books, a pamphlet. If you make newspaper ads, I don't care what you do. You're not famous. You're infamous. And there is a big difference in
Not
that.
very well liked. They're not very well liked at all. In their town, anywhere they go, they're not liked. Nobody likes them. And it's because the way they act. the way they conduct themselves, and the way, and the important thing is the way they treat that baby.
Yeah, and 420 News, I seen your comment. I don't have an answer for that. To why they are subbed to Swifty, and I've heard of that name before. I don't know who Swifty is. Um, it is. It's crazy work. It's crazy, and here I'm talking about somebody that unfortunately passed away, and they said that they're over there all smiles and smirks and think it's a joke. If you think somebody losing their life in a car accident that was caused by Gabi, if they think it's a joke, it's not a joke. That had a part to play in it, but they just couldn't pin it on that accident. You could read.
I'm going to jump down.
They
I
could read the
appreciate it.
reports. You're welcome, Crazy B. You have a blessed evening.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
But Bean, I'm serious. Reach out to me. I'll send you what she gave me. Thank you, guys.
So it's not a laughing matter. That's why I say accountability goes hand in hand in what I'm talking about. If you were to go through over 100 pages of these court proceedings, what was mentioned about Gabi being reckless and not abiding by the laws, it was in 2017. And then, unfortunately, somebody passes away, underlying issues, some other things that were going on, but it was right after the accident, a few months after. And then she tries to spin the narrative and blame it on the person that passed away. That's not taking accountability for what she did. She can talk about defamation all she wants. The court documents are there. If you go to Trellis, Trellis, the documents are all right there. It's not hard to find. I have over 100 and something pages. It's right here. It's in front of me. I'm looking at it with my own eyes. And I'll tell you when they came to a settlement agreement. I'll tell you right now when they came to a settlement agreement. I'll give you the exact date. Give me 1 second. Because it also says on February 23rd, 2021, defendant, who was Gabi, on February 23rd, 2021, defendant answered the amended complaint and again denying numerous allegations pertaining to liability and damages. Defendant raised the same affirmative defense of comparative negligence. Once again, comparative negligence. So what they sued her for, she tried to spin the narrative and try to pin it on them. You see what I'm saying? And that states that happened February 23rd, 2021 as this case was going on in the courts. Now, I'll give you an exact date when they finally came to an agreement. So the plaintiff and her attorney, in consideration of the liability issues, reached the settlement of the claim in the total of amount of $30,000 payable by or on behalf of defendant. It says between November 15, 2022, September 6, 2023, the parties required time to prepare and execute necessary releases, negotiate medical liens, compile costs and fees, and prepare a settlement breakdown. On September 5th, 2023, plaintiff filed a petition to vacate dismissal order under Section 735 ILCS 5/2-1401 with the submission date of September 6, 2023. So am I lying when I have all this in front of me? Does it sound like I'm lying when I'm naming off legal sections? because obviously that's not the case. And let me see when they finally reach a decision on this. Give me 1 second when I have a final date of settlement. It says a settlement amount of $30,000 has been offered to petitioner in pretrial proceedings. Settlement amount $30,000. The attorney fees were $10,000 for the plaintiffs. The law group was also entitled to reimbursement of law division costs attributable to this lawsuit in the amount of $811.22. It says there are 2 liens being asserted against the settlement, which collectively total $2,837.43, and which are itemized in the attached Exhibit E, Part 1, and as follows. The Illinois Neurospine Institute, $1,417.05, reduced to $1,177.43, and EQMD, $3,553.09, reduced to $1,660. After a reduction of attorney's fees, $10,000, reimbursement of litigation costs, $811 with 22 cents, and liens $2,837 with 43 cents. The net settlement proceeds are $16,351 with 35 cents. That's after all the fees that went to the attorney and everything else. Now, and that's why I said this is the last time I'm addressing this whole Gabi situation, because I don't care what she says. The amount of frivolous lawsuits that she's filed, the $5,000 GoFundMe for this attorney that she says she's going to get to go after people, it's just a way to scam people out of money. Just a way to scam people out of $5,000. And last time I checked, that GoFundMe had like $160 something in it. But Gabi, you know where the paperwork's located. I know Aaron is listening and telling you everything. You can find this paperwork. Go to Trellis. It's all right there for you. Now, hopefully from now on, anybody that brings awareness to Gabi and Aaron, they also not only bring awareness on Gabi, but also hold Aaron accountable. That's what I hope to see, because he needs to be held accountable as much as she is. He has the same case number as her in this new court, in the new court case that's going on right now. So I'm hoping. I'm just hoping. I don't tell people what to do. I don't tell people who to bring awareness on or how to bring awareness. That's none of my business. I'm just hoping that eventually, when they bring awareness about Gabi, they also include Aaron in that, because he needs to be held accountable as much as she is being held accountable as well. That's kind of where I stand with this whole situation. I told people I was not going to take up too much of anybody's time, because, you know, people have a life to live. People have to spend time with their family, and it's 8:30 at night where I'm at. And right now they're living life to the fullest. No regards, no cares in the world. And we all know what's going on. Oh, what was that? It says, Mexican homie, tell Aaron that Gabi continues to dox their address. Yeah, Doodle fam. That is true. I've seen it. I've seen where she's doxed their own home. She's doing it herself. She is doxing where you live, Aaron. I know you're listening. She tries to play the poor me, pitter-patter story, poor me, poor me. Yes, on August 28th, Doodle fam, I seen it. Thank you for sharing that with me. Now, if that's the case, step up and say something, because you're condoning it. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. You're right. So with that being said, I'm not going to waste nobody else's time. You can find all these court documents. Go to Trellis. It's a simple search over in Illinois. Not that hard to find. This is the last time I am going to address Aaron and Gabi, because, you know, I think there's been enough awareness brought. Sorry, my dog is... Hold on, everybody. My dog is going bananas. Sorry about that. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Oh, calm down, Royce. I'm going to get out of here, everybody. I'm going to just hang out, take it easy. I hope everybody has a blessed evening. And hold Aaron accountable as much as they hold Gabi, because enough is enough. With that being said, everybody, to all 1,300 people in here, have a good night, have a blessed evening, spend time with your family, your friends. I don't know when I'm going to live stream again. Who knows? I got things going on. But I'm going to get out of here, and have a blessed evening, everybody. I got an outro song, and I got to go. Have a good night, everybody.